All right, everybody, come on in, come on in. I'm so glad you all are here. Thank you all so much for being here. For anybody new here, hi, I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. I would like to welcome you to another struggle cooking class where I am not a professional chef, nor am I a professional YouTuber. I am just a mom and a home cooker sharing my love of food on my health and wellness journey with you all. We have a very special guest. I am doing a cooking collab with Barbara from the Bear Pantry Show. You all please check her out. Her website is listed below, and I'll make sure to tag her. I met Barbara in LA at a YouTube event, and we connected because we both have cooking channels. So we're going to learn all about her cooking channel. And Barbara has a website with something very exciting that she's going to walk me through making. So without further ado, I'm going to bring her on up. Hello, Barbara.
Hi guys, hi Maggie, how are you?
I am well. I'm a little bit nervous. I have no idea what I'm making today, so I'm actually going to open this up. But if you would please introduce yourself to my audience and tell them about you and your channel while I get everything ready.
All right, all right. Well, don't be nervous first of all, because I know how to show you to do this in my sleeve. I'm nervous about this end because I've never been on the back end of a live. So, but Maggie walked me through it. Hey guys, my name is Barbara, and my cooking show is called The Bear Pantry Show because when I named it 13 years ago, I remember that nursery rhyme from Old Mother Hubbard. She went to the cupboard to fetch the poor doggy a bone, but when she got there, the cupboard was bare. And that's how my cupboards were at the time because we were self-employed in a silk screening, bottle silk screening business. And sometimes we were rich with a lot of money. And then there was a lot of times when we were poor and we would come home and all we'd find is like tomato sauce. I'm like, what are we gonna do? So because I'm from Belize, we figured out. You get some tortilla from the fridge and you make this one dish that's called garnachas with refried beans. Beans was cheap because you could get it at any food bank for free. Like they mostly give you the pinto beans, right? We cook that refried, put it on, hard shell corn tortilla, put that tomato sauce with onions, sprinkle some Parmesan cheese, and that's a big meal. So that's where the channel was made from. And October 23rd coming will make 13 years of blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of joy, though. A lot of joy in between. And
Absolutely.
I go to all the YouTube events in LA, but I live about 50 miles away from LA. And I met Maggie the last time, and it was fun. Maggie, it was so much fun meeting you because she has this smile.
Thank you so much. You are too kind. All right. So I hear that beautiful Caribbean accent. I want to know a lot more about Belize. I've actually been there on a
You
cruise.
have.
So I haven't really been there. I've been there on a cruise stop, but we're going to talk all about your country. But let me bring up the counter so everyone can see.
Okay.
And we are making, why don't you tell us what we're making? Because I ordered this from your website and we're going to make
Uh-huh.
it live. And let me see what the package says. We
Okay,
are,
so the Creole name for this treat is called poda bun. Poda, because we don't say powder in our language. We say poda. We say it kind of fast, yeah. And
oh,
so this is all the dry stuff that goes. I wonder if they call it that because it's made with a lot of dry stuff, right? Powder. So it's something that we grew up on, of course.
mhm,
And because Belize gets a lot of hurricanes, a lot of
mhm.
the times this is what's made when you're preparing for a hurricane. And it's sweet, so it's like it calms the stress of the hurricane. So when I got to high school in Belize, I think it was like 10th grade, I took home ec. And this is one of the few things I remember learning to make, and I kept the recipe and
Oh my
just
goodness.
always made it over here in America.
Oh my goodness. I am so excited. All right. So we are going to be making this so you all can see this is pot de bun. And you can see
Hmm.
here on the back, it says we need 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 egg, and a half an ounce of milk. Is that right?
You might need a little bit more, but we're gonna guide through because it depends on the size of the egg. All right. Now,
Oh, okay.
originally the treat is not made with eggs. But I put eggs in mine, and I don't think I'm the original person to do that. I think some other Belizeans started to do that because that makes it lighter and more moist. But people who have an allergy to eggs or they don't care for eggs, they can totally leave that out. And I put that on the package too. And then they just put the butter and the milk, and then you would need more milk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, I hear the boys coming through. I tried to time this so they're
Yes.
here. So I'm going to make these powder buns, and the boys are here. I'm a mom of 2 teenagers, so they are going to be the guinea pigs tonight of what we are making. All right. So I ordered this from Barbara's website. You all can go to, is it bearpantryshow.com?
That's correct.
Absolutely. And so I ordered a 2-pack. So we'll make one as a practice, and then I'm going to make another one. And Barbara left a very sweet note for me. I'll have to read that. Okay, so I am ready. What is the first thing I need to do?
Do you have a bowl, like a medium-sized bowl?
I do. I have a bowl.
Yes, that's perfect. So open one of the packages, and I think you can tear it. We
Okay,
we
yes.
seal it,
It has a nice
but I think you could tear it there. If not, just cut it, and then you're gonna dump all the contents out into the bowl.
Okay.
And we are either gonna use a fork or a whisk to just mix it up really well.
Okay, I tore it, but it's not opening. So let me get some scissors. Oh, I
Yeah.
just have scissors from the package
We
here.
probably sealed it several times because we didn't want it to leak.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, my city allows us to package the stuff in our certified kitchen,
Oh.
but it's a lot of rules. We cannot sell it to third party. We cannot bake. We cannot this. And they inspect you all the time. And oh my lord!
Oh
But
my
it's worth
goodness.
it. It's worth it
That's
to keep
good
it
to
clean.
know. Okay.
Hmm.
So we have the mix in here. It looks like a light flour. Let me
Hmm.
see. I think I have a whisk.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do I need to do anything over here?
No, just whisk. Just
Okay.
whisk so far. And you're just mixing it up because it's all mixed before I package it, but it's sitting there, right? So it's settled
Yeah.
because it has sugar and flour and baking powder and vanilla. But the vanilla is not the wet one, it's the dry one.
Okay.
Yeah, and
There's
cinnamon. So it has all the dry stuff. Huh?
I didn't know there was such a thing as dry vanilla.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness, Maggie. I want this company to come on so badly as a brand sponsor because my sister bought it for me from Amazon and it's so amazing. I thought it was gonna mess up the taste of my
Uh-huh.
product, but it
Hmm.
actually elevated it. I don't want to use anything else. This company is so awesome. Awesome. It's in California. They make all kind of extracts. I shouldn't promote them. They're not paying me.
So this is exciting.
But they have
Okay.
the dry one. They have the dry vanilla and it's amazing. I don't know if you want me to say the name on your show.
Yeah, feel free. I've
It's
never heard of it.
Cook's vanilla extract.
Cooks
And I
vanilla
think you can
extract.
buy it directly from them too, but I buy it from Amazon and they have because I did a commercial on it for my Amazon influencers page, people tend to buy the 5 pound, I guess, container. But I just buy
Uh-huh.
a little bottle like that. I just because you
Uh-huh.
just need a little.
Okay. That's
Hmm.
I will definitely look that up. Cook's vanilla extract. And your people
Hmm.
through. Hello, Janet is here. Hello, pleasant greetings, and hello, is it Tahara? Everybody watching from your channel. All right,
Tahara is yeah, Janet, hi. Bessie, hi. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming over.
absolutely. Okay, so I've given the dry powder or poda a stir.
I love it. I love it how you just caught on to the name right away.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
love
I'm
it.
trying to be as authentic as
Hmm.
possible.
So you can either put your butter first. It doesn't matter the sequence of how the butter and the egg goes in. Put the
Okay.
butter in first, and then you're gonna put the egg in a different bowl and whisk the egg before you put it into the mix.
Okay, there's nothing I need to do back here first.
Um, well, we're gonna be baking pretty quickly, so you could set that to 350.
Okay, let's go ahead and
That
turn this
comes up
on.
pretty quick.
And I'm always checking to make sure it's empty because I do use my oven for storage. All right, so that's empty. Let's do a bake at 350.
You
Okay,
guys, Maggie,
so
I love it. We always have a cast iron full of oil in the oven.
absolutely, you all know. Yes, y'all love that dry vanilla. It sounds amazing. Okay, so we need 2 tablespoons of butter. Now, I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, because when I cook for me, I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten
Mhm.
substitutes. But the boys are home and they're going to be eating these pota buns. So I have some real cream butter. This is Vermont sea salt butter, and it says
Mm-hmm.
softened butter. So I left it out just a little bit. So I'm going to see if I can cut 2 tablespoons, and we're going to put them in
Absolutely.
here.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. I probably should have cut 2 tablespoons before, because this is going to be,
No,
yeah.
it'll be fine.
All right, it's just kind of squeezing out. So go ahead and put that in.
That's good. Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I'm getting ready to make a cake after we're done. And my butter is sitting out over there too, waiting for me.
Okay. So we have our butter in here. Now what do I do?
That looks good. Then put the egg in a separate little bowl to just whisk the one
Okay.
egg.
All right. So I have just regular Walmart large eggs.
That's
Grade
fine.
large eggs.
That's fine. Uh-huh.
All right. So let's open up an egg. And I am a cooker, not a baker. Baking to me means that you need to be pretty precise, and that is one thing I am not. But I did hear that having your proteins out, your butter, your meat, your egg, having them out so that they're not refrigerator cold makes them incorporate better. So let's go ahead and whisk this up. So we have one egg, and we're going to go
I
ahead.
like that little container.
This is just a gravy boat from Walmart. It's on my Amazon wish list, but
I like that
because it's glass. It kind of looks fancy. A high grade butter. Thank you, Next Level. Yeah, I don't know if
Tahara says you're gonna love them. Tahara bought a bunch from me too. Janet says it sounds amazing about the vanilla extract.
Absolutely.
Janet, I promise those people did not come on and sponsor me, but I'm not gonna be hateful because their product is good. So I want to buy their maple extract so I can make maple syrup for pancakes.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
We made it for the first time, but we used pineapple extract because that's all we had. So it's kind of weird, but not bad, but weird.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have my
you could pour that in.
Okay.
And then did you measure your milk yet?
I did not. So what I have here.
So measure about 1 ounce of milk.
1 ounce of milk.
Measure about 1 ounce.
Whole milk. Okay, so let me see. 1 ounce.
Yeah.
All right. So 1 fluid ounce. That's literally just a splash. Y'all can see here.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit. If we need a little bit more, because sometimes flour expands and stuff, we'll be good.
So I'm using whole milk. Why is that backwards? It's usually not.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And for powder buns, you can use any milk. You can use it. Well, originally it's evaporated, but you can use whole milk. You can use the skim, the 1% lactose. I use lactose milk because I'm lactose intolerant, right? I've never really used coconut milk, but I've heard a lot of Belizeans use that.
Okay. I don't know. Is that backwards to you? Maybe we'll just go back the other way that it was. Okay. Anyway.
We're good.
Whole milk. So you all can see.
Are you going to put anything in this one? Like, what do you call it thing? Chocolate chips or raisins?
I have, so go ahead and put the milk in.
Wait, no. Don't pour the milk yet.
Okay, so yes.
Put whatever you're going to put in there.
I have white chocolate chips.
Ooh.
That's the boy.
Oh,
I have,
my fave. Hi, Linda. There's a Linda Kelly in there. I think that's one of yours.
I have milk chocolate chips.
Okay.
And I have semi-sweet. But you said that the white chocolate is your favorite?
The white chocolate. No, if tell me which one you're going to use, because if you're going to use all of them, you're going to have to put a little bit of all.
No, we'll do your favorite. I want to do it your
favorite. Okay. So don't put more than 2 tablespoons, because then I find when you put too much, every bite has a chocolate chip, and I don't personally like that. I like some bites to have just the bun. You know what I mean?
Okay, got it.
Tahara said she used coconut milk when she made them. Tahara, did they come out good when you use the coconut milk? I'm gonna have to try that one day. Yeah, that's good. 2 tablespoons.
All right, so we're using real white chocolate chips, not a sugar-free version. Real Ghirardelli white chocolate chips.
Oh, that sounds so good. There's something so delicious about white chocolate chips.
If not, I'm shipping them out for free. Get them out of the kitchen. Okay, so I'm just measuring white chocolate chip.
That looks good. That looks good. Yeah.
Go ahead and add.
Dump it in.
Okay.
I like how Maggie asked me first. Do I add?
I know. I don't want to mess
You're
it up
doing good.
because I cook live and I mess up all the time. All the
Thank
time.
you. Bessie said you're doing great. Pleasant greetings to you is one of my mods, Bessie. She said you're doing great.
Oh, thank you so much. And look, we have a dairy-free version, so that's good to know. People can use coconut milk, almond milk, or whatever
hmm
you have. Okay.
hmm
So now we have our egg, our pota bun, our
hmm
chocolate chips, and butter.
Yeah. Are you have your hands washed clean because you're gonna get in there?
Okay, let me take this off. I did wash, but let me wash again.
And you're gonna start with one hand only, okay? To get it working because you're gonna need the next hand for your milk.
Okay, so it's getting stressful already.
It's kind of like when you're doing a cake, you put all the ingredients, mix it up and whatever. It's kind of
Okay,
like that. That's at least that's what I hoped it would be like when I made the package. So
okay,
start with one hand, your dominant hand,
okay.
and just get in there and start to mix it.
I've
I want you to,
never done
yeah, I
this
want you to feel it because you're gonna feel how wet it's gonna get, right?
before. Okay.
All right, see?
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff is getting well incorporated. Your chocolate chips is kind of spread out in there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the white chocolate chips. So
Mm-hmm.
now you can see that it's still too dry. So we want to add about half the amount of milk.
Okay.
Half the amount of milk. It's kind of like a cookie, Maggie, but we don't want to get it too wet like a cookie because then it's going to fall flat like a cookie. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
So
So about half of it. All right, that's good. Work that in for me.
okay.
Woohoo! This is looking good already.
Oh my
And
goodness.
you're gonna feel some spots that are more wet than some other spots, right?
Yeah, it's kind of crumbly. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
I'm
so
always
that's good.
using you.
That's good.
I feel so authentic doing it with my hands.
Yes. This is exciting. I've never like been like a live collab. It's mostly like recorded collab, right? Or the
Oh no, this
person's here
is
in
the only way that
person.
I do it. I've done so many because I want to learn. I feel like you've never mastered your craft. You can always learn from other people, and I will use
Right, right.
your
You
hands and
see, you see
you.
some of them is wet between your finger?
Yes.
Get that off so we can see how much more wet we need. Just use the
Okay.
other hand now to get that off. That's why we leave the one hand free because if the next hand is also sticky, you're gonna have trouble getting it off, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right, we don't want to go too wet because I'm trying to let you not have to add any flour. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's looking. So add a little bit more of the milk, but not the whole what, half an ounce. Add a little bit. All right, stop right there and work it in again.
Okay.
Everybody's rooting for you, Maggie.
I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying.
This is fun. This is fun.
Mhm.
That's looking kind of wet. Can
It
you
is.
gather any of that yet? Or is it still too dry?
No, it feels moist now, like sugar
It's
cookie.
moist.
Yes. It feels
Yeah, that's
good.
looking. I'm kind of scared to let you add more milk.
I think it feels good. It feels like wet sand, and I don't have any dry clumps anymore.
I don't know that you can roll it out yet, though. Do you want to
Okay.
add just a little drop or two? Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking good.
Okay. It's
And
starting to.
this is gonna make four. So what I do is I make it into one big ball.
Okay. Now use two hands to make
Yeah,
the
you
mold.
can use your two hands now because I don't think you have it too sticky.
Okay.
So see how we didn't use like that whole ounce of milk,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because and
Yes.
then your egg was big.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing good. You're doing good right there. So
Okay.
then just kind of like eyeball it into four even as you can go. Because I don't weigh it and all that stuff. Somebody gets a bigger one, somebody gets a bigger one. You know what I mean?
I have two boys, and you all know how it is. Why is his bigger than me? Okay. So, what I'll do is
Uh-huh.
just to be. Am I gonna keep using my hands? Because I have my.
You can go wash your hands and dry them. So you
Okay.
could come back and deal with this
I'm
again.
gonna cut it in quarters. All right. So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna give my hands a
Yeah, you
wash.
can wash them and dry them. Or just like rinse them and dry them off. That came together quickly though. I'm proud of you.
It
Yeah.
did. Yes, I'm very excited.
And
So,
I don't know where powder bun originated from, but I met one of my subscribers that became a friend, and I think she might be from Kenya. I don't remember what part of Africa, but my husband thinks it's Kenya. And
uh-huh.
she said in their country it's called rock bun because of the
Wow.
way it cracks on the top when it bakes. And I said that makes a lot of sense. So she used to always pay me to make 16 for her dad.
Six.
Unfortunately, he passed, so it's like, oh
Aw.
my goodness, yeah.
Okay, so I have my little scraper. I'm going to go
Look
in
at
half.
her.
I'm
she
so nervous. I'm gonna go in half, and
she
then
gonna use a whole scraper. No,
okay,
okay, I forgot. You have a tray already ready to bake them on?
I do. So I have a
Oh, so
baking
you're
sheet
better than me.
with the seal pat.
Okay, that's good. That's
This is
good.
good. Okay, because I have
That's
some
good.
smaller if I need it. All right, so let's move our milk out of the way.
Hi, Diane. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you,
No,
everyone.
Diane, you're good. You're good. Maggie is making this thing. I met Maggie at one of the YouTube events that Joe and I went to the other day. And then when Pam did the collab, Maggie was in that chat. And then Maggie bought the mix. And she's like,
Mhm.
can we do a live collab? I'm like, yes.
Yes, and you all can get your own powder bun mix. This is at bearpantryshow.com. All right, so you
Thank
all
you, Maggie.
absolutely
Yeah.
get your own. All right, there you
And if
go.
you haven't subscribed to Maggie's channel yet and you're from my channel, go ahead, subscribe.
And if you haven't subscribed to the Bear Pantry Show yet and you're watching on my channel, please subscribe.
Thank you. Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Yes,
I got about 70 or 80 subscribers from when Pam did it. That was really amazing because they're like really nice people.
yes, I love the community.
Uh-huh.
It's wonderful. We're all team greedy. That's what we say here. We love to eat.
Team Greedy, I love it. I love it.
Mhm.
So you'll take one piece,
Okay.
and I don't think it's too sticky, so I don't think you need to get a little bit of dry flour. Yeah,
Okay.
that looks good. So, okay, so there's gonna be a natural top, like this part that we can see.
Uh huh.
That's gonna be like your top. And
Uh
then what
huh.
you want to start to do is start to form it like bending into like a dome. So you have your top, right?
I think so. Like
No,
round.
no, I think you moved from the smoother top and you went on the side, but that's okay. We can form it. Just start to roll it like a ball, like that, and see if it'll form.
Do I
There's
need
no
to?
wrong way.
Okay. Do I need to make
That's
them fatter because they're like?
Yeah. Don't worry about that part. You see a part that's open on the top,
Uh huh.
right? Is that what? Can you seal that? Pinch it shut,
Okay.
and then roll it again. Only because we want it to form its own cracks, right? We don't want it to
Uh,
start with a crack.
okay.
And if ever you're doing like the next pack and you need just maybe a little bit of flour to get it going, but you look good. Set it down
Okay.
on the thingy, yeah. And then do the other one. Pick it up again so we can see the smooth top. So that is the top. So then
Oh,
start to make the dome. Don't go on this. Go ahead. Go
so
ahead.
like this.
Yeah, just like that. Like you just kind of stretch out. Yes, yes, yes. And you want to like turn it, and then you're gonna pinch the bottom.
Oh, okay. Almost like pinch it shut.
So a dome first, and then pinch the bottom, and then roll it again.
Okay.
And I found out a trick. When you said that you're not a baker, you're a cooker. It wasn't until Pam was mentoring us in that shorts program that I realized that the two things that's good. That's beautiful. The
Okay.
two things are different. I just thought, oh, I'm a cook. I cook, right? Because I bake. But then I
See?
realized my husband more cooks and I more bake. And
Yeah.
so there's a trick that we learned about this thing. Yeah, that's the side. You don't want to start on the side. You want to start on the top. Yeah, good. Just like that. Just like that. That when you're setting things down on the baking sheet, we only have 4, but let's say we were going to fit 6 or 8 there.
Uh
I've
huh.
learned that if you put the first two ends and the next 2 ends, then you can fill in the gap better and you don't have to reseat things.
Ah, that's a great tip.
One of my viewers taught me that.
That's a great tip. Yeah. See,
But
for
this
me,
is good. You won't have to reseat anything because you're only doing 4 on this tray.
yes. I have the other pack, and I will make that. But I'm going to go ahead and make the 4 tonight and let the
Hi,
boys try.
Hazel.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, Linda, that's how we met because Maggie was super friendly. Well,
Aw.
I walked from my seat to go say hi, and Joe couldn't leave because he was minding everything.
Yeah. Is that good? I love this one,
Uh-huh.
the white chocolate chip sticking out.
Yeah,
So
it's showing. You didn't go to VidCon, right, that day?
no, I
You went
didn't. I
home.
went back home to Atlanta. Yeah, I was going to
Okay.
LA about every month, but
Uh-huh. Like, do you do that for your line of work? For your other
uh,
job?
no, I work from home. I work in tech. And so it was
Okay.
kind of like a mom getaway for me, but I'm trying to cut back
Mm,
on all the delicious treats and snacks.
I
And
get it.
so I
I'm holding out till my birthday next month. No sweets till my birthday next month.
happy early
Pray,
birthday.
pray for me
Mine is
because
in,
I'm I
I
crashed
know.
like on Wednesday.
Mine is in November and I am holding out.
Oh, you're doing good. That's beautiful. So
Okay.
set it down,
Okay.
and then we're gonna use like our fingers right here,
Uh-huh.
and we're just gonna press it lightly on one. Just the fingers.
Oh,
Uh huh. All right. Press it again. We could go a little bit flatter. All right, that looks good. And then do the other three like that. Because if you leave it the way you set it down, it's gonna bake, but it's gonna be just like that, a big fat
okay.
thing. The other way, it's flatter.
Okay.
Mhm.
Kind of giving me like peanut butter cookies with the ridges.
Yay!
Is that looking
That
good?
looks good.
Okay.
That
Let
looks
me
good.
other
And remember,
two.
it's gonna crack on the top. It's gonna have a light, crumbly, not crumbly, but like a crispy top. It's gonna have. I don't want you to think it's like the crumble that goes on top of the muffins. You know.
Yeah. No, that's looking good. All right. And then the last one. This would be a great recipe to get in there with the kids with their little hands,
Hmm.
them um, helping out. All right. So,
Janet, you're a November baby too. Are you a Scorpio? I'm a Leo, and I don't know astrology, but somebody sent me my astrological chart the other day, and they
uh-oh.
say I'm a triple Leo because I'm a Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Mercury. I say, oh Lord, no
I
wonder
don't
I'm
know
like
what
this.
any of that means.
I don't know what it means. It just means that I'm high strung.
Okay. They say I'm a Sagittarius, whatever that means. But so
So
now
you're
we
the
have
ending in November.
let me see if I can show. How are we looking? Do
Yeah, that's pretty. That's
looks
pretty.
good? Okay.
Huh? It's a Sag.
All
Okay,
right.
she says you're a Sag because you're the ending of November.
Uh-huh. November 29th. Okay, so I guess are we ready to go?
Is it up to 350?
Yes, it beeped a while ago. So it's at
Okay. So put that
uh,
sucker in on the top shelf right in the middle.
in the middle. Okay.
Hmm.
Up here is fine.
That's fine. That's fine. And
All
then
right.
set the timer for 25 minutes.
25 minutes. All right.
Linda, you're a Leo too? Yes, my Leo sister. What day is your birthday, Linda? Can we ask? Mine is August 14th, right in the middle of the month.
Are you sure it's not too high? Do I need to move that down?
No, I think that's fine.
Okay.
I think
All
that's
right.
fine.
So
It didn't
now,
look too high from here.
perfect. So now, welcome everyone. Thank you for the roses. Thank you all for coming in. Let's do a little bit of a chat Q&A. I would love to hear. We learned a little bit about these Belize Powder Buns. If you would let us
Mhm.
know, how are these eaten? Is it like a snack? Is it a breakfast? Is it how do you eat? And I'm going to mute and clean up while you're educating us.
Okay, so in Belize, it's still under the British stuff. So we don't have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have tea, dinner, and tea, right? So normally in the morning, the tea is something light that you're having with the tea. Sometimes it is egg. Sometimes it's a Johnny cake, which is like a biscuit. And some people do the powder buns. But because we live in America now, we know better. We know about diabetes. We don't eat it for breakfast first thing in the morning. So over here, we do eat it for a snack. I will make four. I have a big container that I mix up a batch for us. Then I'll just weigh it on a scale and measure out the grams that I need of the powder. And then just add the same three ingredients that you added. And I'll make four on Fridays. And because my husband likes raisins and I like the white chocolate chips, when I separate, remember when you separated the dough into four? When I separate it into two at first, I'll add my chocolate chips then, and I'll add his raisin in that piece. And it doesn't like spread out as well as when you add it into the dry stuff, but it works. And so I'll do four, and we'll have one each on Friday, one each on Saturday, and that's it. If my son's coming, I have to do at least 8 or 16 because he'll take a batch with him, right? Because he lives nearby.
Absolutely. I'm
So
so
to
glad
us,
you
it's a treat. It's like a dessert, a treat. And because when I was doing this weight loss thing on Kaiser and they want you to eat like protein, protein, protein with a lot of stuff, I asked them, could I still eat my powder buns, right? And they said, if you can spread peanut butter on the top, yes. So that's what I do
I remember you said that. So I have peanut butter ready because I am a peanut
to
butter
slow down
lover.
the sugar, but you don't have to, right? But I do that to slow down the sugar. But it's like my husband does it with his cup of tea or a cup of coffee. The drink
Ooh.
that I like is called Milo, which is like a chocolatey type malt drink that I grew
Hmm.
up on. So I
Hmm.
like it to sip with some of that. If it's winter, I heat that up. If it's summer, I drink that cold. It's all a bunch of sugar though, so I'm be forewarned. Barbara warned you. So, but with just one, sometimes I'm a good girl and I can actually eat half because
Ooh.
they're big. They're big,
Yeah.
and I'll cut in half, eat half today and half tomorrow. And but I have to make a conscious decision that I'm going to do that, right?
Yes.
Joanne
Absolutely.
says she loves peanut butter.
Yes.
Hazel, you eat it for Hazel says she eats it for breakfast when she's on holiday, when she's on vacation.
Okay. I'm gonna
I
serve
think if I started off the day with this though, like first thing in the morning, I would eat poorly the rest of the day. I would just want sugar, 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 sugar. So in the mornings, I tend to eat a lot of protein, egg, bacon, steak, that type of stuff, shrimp. I eat all meat, like heavy protein in the morning, so that I can exercise and not like eat just a bunch of sugar, 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 sugar. So I eat this like after dinner, after my dinner meal.
This looks like a wonderful treat. So I'm going to serve it to the boys, one plain, one with peanut butter. I'm going to take a small bite of the one with peanut butter. But what would
Maggie
we
has so much
compare it to
willpower.
for those of us who have never had the Poda buns? Would it be
Mhm.
like a scone? Would it be like a biscuit? Would it be like a cookie? Would it be like a mix of those two? What is the closest thing?
I When I was making the package, everybody kept saying scone, and I didn't know what a scone tasted like. So I actually made a recipe of scones, and it's kind of similar in texture, except they're sweeter, they're a little bit more soft in the middle than a scone, and then they have that nice crumb on the top. So I would say definitely a cross between a scone and a cookie.
Okay,
Definitely a cross.
a scone and a
Hmm.
cookie. So a skookie.
Hmm. Yeah. Hi, Sheila.
Hello,
Hazel
Sheila.
said like Christmas on the 10th of September. Look, when we
Absolutely.
travel, like if I was taking a trip to Georgia where you are,
Yeah.
we would fry up some fried chicken from home, right? Because we could fry them like real dry where the oil is not dripping. And we would make a batch of powder buns. Like when we used to go to Killeen, Texas, that's what we did. And we would eat because you could just grab a piece of chicken and you don't have to stop, and you just
Wow.
drive all the way there. And that's what there's something about eating that salty fried chicken and then eating that sweet potato bun that just keeps you going on the road.
I just love hearing you say Poda bun.
Potato
Norse
bun.
this looks like my mom's tea cakes. And yes, speaking of tea, I'm a huge
Uh-huh.
fan of afternoon tea. So I would love to know, could you tell us about your beautiful country of Belize? I'm embarrassed to say I've been there on a cruise
Uh-huh.
stop, but it was just like an excursion. So
How many years
where
ago?
is it? Oh, God, maybe like 10
10?
years?
10.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So Belize is located in the heart of Central America. So like if you mail something to Belize, it's going to say Central America. But we always say that we're from the Caribbean because to bound Belize on the east is the Caribbean Sea. On the north of Belize is Mexico, and on the west and the south is Guatemala. Guatemala is huge that way. And so like I said, technically it's Central America, but it's also the Caribbean. So we have the Caribbean culture, the type of food, the music, the clothing, the dance, that type of stuff. And the unique thing about Belize is that even though we're in the heart of Central America, right under the equator, so it's hot, we our primary language is English because England owned us. We became independent in 1981, but we're still under the Commonwealth. That means that the British Army still has to protect us, even though we have our own army, so on and so on. And so the well, I think they're going to change it to the king eventually because Charles took over, but the queen is still on the money, but it's not England's money, it's Belize money, but the queen's on it, right? So Belize, like I said, we speak Spanish, not English as our primary language, and the reason why we speak English as our primary language is because of England. The Spaniards didn't take us over, but all our neighbors, Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, Belize used to be called British Honduras when I was little,
I
and
think
so
I remember that.
yeah, so we differentiate the other Honduras by calling them Spanish Honduras. So we still kind
Oh,
of say that as Belizeans, even though we don't have to say that anymore because we're not British Honduras anymore. But we used to say Spanish Honduras. Oh, you're from Spanish Honduras. We're from British Honduras. So all of them speak Spanish because Spain owned them. The Spaniards owned them, and then
yes.
we speak English because of that. But other languages are spoken in Belize. So when a lot of people talk Spanish in Belize, the ones that live close to the border of Guatemala and Mexico,
Mhm.
and they speak the some of the native language like Mayan and stuff like that, and then they have the Garifuna language from down south, right? So,
Hmm.
but we don't know those other languages because the cultures tend to keep it close to their own people. You know what I
Do you
mean?
speak any other languages besides English?
Well, the I guess now they're calling it a language, the Creole that we speak, which is broken down English. It's not patois like what they speak in New Orleans, right? Not
Hmm.
that one. Because I think they speak broken down French. So we
Yeah.
speak broken down English. And when I was growing up, it was called a dialect the whole time. It was never a language. You don't speak it outside of the home, like in the workplace and in school and stuff to like if you're working, you don't speak it to your boss, you may speak it to your coworker, off the
Hmm.
job or whatever. And in school, you have to speak English to the teachers. You can't be speaking Creole, but at home you speak it. Well, now I hear they're calling it a language because I guess somebody learned how to write it and read it. But it's still hard for me to read. It's still hard for me to write. And it's like no uniformity to it. Like for the word girl, which a lot of Americans will say gal,
Yeah.
G-L, we say gyal. And so I tend to spell it Gyal, but some
Hmm.
other people will spell it Gial.
Oh my God.
Not Gail, but Gal. So there's no uniformity to it. But I can read it better than my husband can read it because I have an open mind. Like, okay, that's what. So like for support, like for the word support, Support,
Yes.
in Creole it's support, and all it is you say more of that English R, right?
Yeah.
But the way it's spelled is Suppoat, like boat,
Ah,
support.
I was just
So
gonna.
see how weird it is?
Yes. No, it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. I can relate. Being born in Ghana, my family is from West Africa. We came to America when I was one, but Ghana was
Uh-huh.
also a British colony. So my parents speak their native language, and then they also
Mhm.
learn English in school. But I was going to ask if you could say something in Creole, like, I don't know, welcome to class today. Maggie's making powder buns or
All
something.
right, all right. Well, Tahara said, Barbara, you're right. It's a mix between the two. Trisha
Hmm.
says, hey, Miss Maggie and Barbara, my son loves Milo. They love Milo too. See, they
Oh,
know what
yes.
Milo
It's
is.
like a Ovaltine
It's
that we
To me,
had.
Ovaltine tastes gross though, but it's the same cousin.
Yeah.
I think Milo tastes different, but I guess maybe that's me because my cousin Effie doesn't like Milo. She likes Ovaltine. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't. Ovaltine tastes more like coffee to me. So make
Yeah.
we talk. So make we talk Creole. So Maggie want me say, welcome to the class, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna pull up a seat and sit down.
It's beautiful. It's musical.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely sing song.
Yes, it reminds me of friends I know from Jamaica. I've been to Mexico. I haven't
Mhm.
been to too much of Central America, but from what I remember, Belize, it was beautiful, but very lush, very like tropical. I don't,
Green. Hmm.
yeah,
No,
very green.
like for Jamaican, for their Creole that they speak, like if
Mhm.
we say where are you going in Creole, it would be where pa you going, right? Where pa
Ah,
you going. For
uh-huh.
Jamaicans, they'll say away you go. So
Ah,
it's so even for us, we have to try to decipher what Jamaicans are saying too, right? And they have to try to decipher what we're saying. But I found out that when I talk to people who are from Guyana, they tend to understand my Creole real well. So I think we're kind of similar with our Creole that we speak.
I was just about to ask you, can you hear a Caribbean accent and pinpoint where they're from?
I think definitely to a degree. Some of them kind of from Jamaica, yes, I could know a Jamaica Jamaican anywhere. But when it comes to like those other like Saint Vincent and Guyana and even like Belize, I have to listen. I have to
Mhm.
listen that they say certain things a little bit differently than us. And okay, that's not our Creole. Okay, let's
Mhm.
listen again. And most of the time I get it right. There was a thing going on TikTok that was showing you the different ones and I got
Ah,
all of them right. I was floored that I got all of them right.
oh my
I was like,
goodness. Yes,
yes, it
we
was like
had that.
7 countries, and they were saying different things, and I was shocked that I got all of them right.
I love it. I love it. So, class, we are about halfway through the baking process. Our polder buns are in the oven. If you all
Like,
have any questions for Barbara, or I will drop the link in case you want to
yes.
talk, you can be camera on or camera off.
Oh
I
Lord,
have
now
so
you
many
dropped some links.
about polder buns. Reese Witherspoon, with Reese without a spoon on TikTok says so much history about this pastry. Absolutely. Hello,
I
everyone coming
know.
in. So if I went to Belize, if anybody were traveling to Belize, what
Mm-hmm.
are some of the what is Belize known for? Any landmarks? Anything that's you're famous for besides the pota buns that we're making?
Well, Belize have a lot of keys. You know, like how Florida has those islands off, right? They call them Keys. In Belize, they're called Cayes. They're
Okay.
spelled differently, but it's still pronounced Keys. They have a lot of them, and the two popular one is San Pedro and Key Cocker. But
Uh-huh.
Key Cocker is the better one to go to because it's smaller. They do have a little tourist section, but it's not as touristy as the other bigger one, as San
Mhm.
Pedro. San Pedro is
Mhm.
it's too much crowds, you know. So
Mhm.
people, a lot of people like to go for that. If you snorkel and stuff like that, it's beautiful for that. Belize has the world's second largest barrier reef next to Australia.
Oh,
Australia
that's
has the world's
huge.
largest. Yeah,
Mhm.
so there's a lot of beautiful things that people that know how to dive and snorkel and stuff, they love it for that. And of course, we got our beautiful zoo that has all the different tropical animals in there.
You play some chess with Kyle at his house. Just let me know.
Okay, give me another landmark from Belize, maybe the zoo, the keys for snorkeling, the Maya ruins.
Ruins?
Thank you, baby.
Oh,
Thank
the Mayan ruins. That's right. I thought that was
you.
fascinating. You said that
Anymore?
the Mayan language is spoken. I think you said in a little bit of the South, but it's very protected. I remember being fascinated about the Incas, the Mayans. That I know everybody's going to Cozumel, but I remember doing a trip there and actually going in to where is everybody going now? Tulum. Hello, hi, how are
Hi.
you?
This is Maggie, the substitute teacher.
Hi,
You
Maggie.
know why she
Hi.
has that name?
Why?
Because she substitutes everything. Substitutes sugar, substitute milk, substitute.
Yes, Maggie.
Hi.
Bye, guys. Yeah.
Bye. We're making powder
That's my
buns.
baby girl. Go ahead, Maggie. Uh-huh.
Oh no, I think I was just saying, I know everybody's going to Tulum now, but I just think the history is amazing. The only thing I couldn't get over is the iguanas, because I don't really do animals. They're looking at you, you're looking at them. It's very tropical, but it's beautiful. Some of the bluest water I have seen
Uh-huh.
in my life. Oh, it's amazing.
There's another
Linda,
tourist site down south too in Placencia. We
uh-huh.
went there when we went in 2013. There's a lot of beautiful hotels and stuff, and it's all that beautiful beach. That was really, really lovely. But the kids love the Maya ruins the most because there's so much history. And my friend is an tour guide, and he's also an archaeologist. So he was able to give them a lot of history about the different ruins and stuff. And they climbed it to the top, and that was just so nice. Belize has a lot of ruins.
Oh my gosh, it sounds
Beautiful.
amazing. When I got off the cruise ship, it was the night
Cool.
where it was overcrowded, but I think it sounds like a beautiful place to go back and actually see the country. Linda
Mhm.
has a question. Can you let us
Mhm.
know how people can get your powder bun mix and what
Oh,
else?
hi, Linda. I
Yeah.
have it sold strictly from my website, and it's called Bear, Bare, pantryshow.com. So the bear is not like the animal. It's like when your cupboards are empty. And I don't have like a lot mixed where it's just sitting there. I mix as I get orders in because I'm like, I wanted to go fresh. I wanted to go fresh. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's so good to know. And yes, Barbara
Mhm.
in her own commercial kitchen. So I think we have Gillis here, one of my moderators. Oh, I'm holding this up like y'all can see. I did add the link to order your own powder bun mix. If you look in the description, I put the link there directly to the powder bun mix. But if one of my moderators could grab it and actually paste the link there, what else do you have for sale on your site? What else?
I have my cookbooks. I have a total of 5 cookbooks, but 2 of them are for sale on Amazon because I finally went and did some there. And I have the 3 original ones that are for sale at my site. The first book is 130 Belizean recipes. Now, I did a book prior when I first started 13 years ago, and I went through that self-publishing thing. And I had this company, they put it together and they make it. And honestly, I found out later that they really didn't do that. They just put it to Amazon. And Amazon is the one that's been making it. And I didn't know that. I thought they had a printing press and they're putting it together. No. And so that guy, unfortunately, ripped me off for many, many years until he passed away last year. And then his wife started to rip me off. But in the interim, I redid my cookbook, because they were selling that one and I couldn't stop them. And so I redid the cookbook, and that's the one that I'm selling. It's called Beans and Rice Volume 2. So the volume 2 is because I couldn't name it the first name, which was called Beans and Rice and Jesus Christ. And I named it that because sometimes I tease the kids and go, the meat's going to be Jesus Christ today because we don't got no meat in here, right? So the book was like meant to be a joke. That book you can't buy off of Amazon anymore. The lady finally stopped. I sent her a cease and desist and she stopped. Let's hope she stops forever. So you can buy that one, the volume 2, at my page. And the first one, I took out the recipes that weren't authentically Belizean, like scrambled eggs and stuff like that. Everybody makes scrambled eggs, right? And I put in more Belizean recipes as I learned as I went along. So that's why I have 130. The next book is called The Pantry Laid Bare, and that's just a spin-off of the name of the show. And I put like 111 of the best recipes that I've done and I've done like 2,500 recipes, but I only picked 111 of the ones that I really feel like I knew how to do really well. So you have different like Chinese food in there, all different types of breads, different type of cakes, and just different type of dinner type things. And that one doesn't have any Belize stuff at all, just things that I've made on the show. Then the third book that I have is called No More Leftovers, and it's because somebody, an older Belizean man, asked me which one of these 2 books have the smaller amount because it's only me, everybody's gone. And I said, none of them, sir. And he goes, well, you need to make that. So I made that book, and I took some of the recipes from the Belizean book, some from the Pantry Laid Bare, and I added some new recipes that I had, and I made them small amounts. So like the powder buns in the Belize book is 16 is the amount that we would make, and in the No More Leftovers book, it's only 4. So condense them down.
Wow, so prolific. You said 2,500 recipes. So my question for your cookbooks, what are some authentic Belizean dishes? Because I think Caribbean, of course, I think rice and peas, I think saltfish and ackee, I think all the fresh juices. But if we were to go to Belize, because Janet says, I think it'd be great to go to Belize with someone who is from there, so you get a real feel for the country. So if you took my class to Belize, what are we eating?
Okay, so the first thing I would let you try is the rice and beans. And I think we might be the only one that says beans where all the other Caribbean countries says peas. Yes. But because we're using red kidney beans or pinto beans or black beans to make it, we say beans, right? Because they're not peas. So rice and beans, the stewed chicken, potato salad, we call that the 1, 2, 3, the basics of Belize. They don't serve no garden salad with that. It's like some chopped up onion with some habanero pepper, and it's hot and spicy. I don't like that part so much because I don't do the heat, but that's as far as you're going to get for vegetables. Then they have the other dishes like the boil up. Now the boil up is made from ground foods, and you boil everything. So the boil up can have 3 meats, or it could have just like 1 meat. So the main meat would be the pigtails, and those are pickled in a brine. You buy it like that. And you're supposed to boil that, but you don't boil it with the rest of the stuff because it's so salty. You boil it separate, throw off some of the water, boil it again. So I think my husband boils it like 3 times to get it soft and not let it be so salty, right? Then it has boiled eggs. That's another meat. And then it has fish. And it's normally like snapper, but I like salmon, so I replaced it with salmon. And so what we do is we get all the ground food, like the regular potato, the sweet potato, the cocoa, which is also taro, the cassava, which is, what do they call it here? Yuca.
Yeah.
And green plantain and ripe plantain. I hope I didn't miss anything. And what we do is we put some coconut milk in the pot of boiling water. Everybody does it differently. Some other Belizeans just put plain water. I like it in a little bit of the coconut milk. And you put all the stuff in there. And as it starts to cook, you remove the stuff that's done first.
Ah.
Like some things cook faster, right? And for me, when I serve it, I like the right plantain. I don't like the green plantain. I like the regular potato, the sweet potato, and I don't like the cassava and the cocoa. But my husband likes that stuff, and I don't like the pigtail. So I eat the egg and the fish, and then we make like a tomato sauce with onion. Or if you don't do that, you pour a little bit of coconut oil on top. But I don't like it that way. I like the tomato sauce with the onion. Oh, there's a boiled cake. You make a simple dough and you boil that too with everything else, and then you kind of break that and dip that into the tomato sauce.
Oh my gosh, that sounds
Say
amazing.
hi, Maggie was asking about you. Maggie was
Hello.
asking about you. Come say hi.
Hi.
Hi, how you
Good to
doing?
see you.
See
Good to
you
see
too.
you.
Remember when we met her
We
at
are
YouTube,
making
right?
Oh, she was.
Yeah, she was the one we went to talk when they were saying
Oh,
her
okay,
thing.
cool.
He already forgot who you are.
Yes, and your husband is quite the cook.
It's baking. I'm so
Start getting the plates ready because we've got about 2 more minutes on our powder buns. But Lisa was saying,
you have a
meat
wire
pie.
rack? Do you have a wire rack?
Yes, let me grab one.
Rodney O said, when you go, can you bring me some water, baby? Rodney O says, this woman is an encyclopedia. I don't think I am, though. I've left Belize over 40 years ago that I'm like so afraid sometimes I'll forget some of our history, right? My mom kept us anchored to the motherland.
Yes, absolutely.
A
I want
long
to hear
time no
about
see.
meat pies.
Ooh, meat pies is another thing. And we kind of make it kind of similar to the way the Jamaicans do it, except they put curry in their dough. That's okay. We like it that way too. We don't discriminate, right? In Belize, the meat pie, the meat part of it is like really soupy and drainy. My sister likes it like that. My kids don't like it like that because they're used to the way I have. But mine's really have meat and a little bit of the gravy or the broth, right? But my sister likes that soupy thing, and sometimes I tell her I need a meat pie with a straw to drink it through a straw. But I don't know how they get it like that. Honestly, I don't know how Belizeans get it with that lot of liquid in it. You know?
So it's not like the Jamaican meat pie that's like in the dough crust. That's kind of like a very fancy.
Like a patty.
Yes, a patty. Yes.
We do those too, but we do the actual meat pie where we make it in a cupcake tray, so it looks like a little pot pie, like a little pot pie. But it's with ground beef. It's with ground beef and a lot of the broth to make it gel.
Oh my goodness.
Make that. Then we also have a dish called escabeche. That one is kind of like a chicken soup. But you don't put anything to give it color. You just put salt and pepper on the chicken after we wash our chicken with vinegar or lime or lemon. Yeah. And you put salt and pepper only, and you put some oil and you kind of brown it. It's not going to get super brown, just add a little color to it. Mm-hmm. And then you pour a lot of water on top. Let that chicken cook for about 25 minutes. Chicken needs some time to cook. It'll boil. And then you add distilled white vinegar. And you have to add the right amount of distilled white vinegar. So in my book, the Beans and Rice Volume 2, I have the precise amount because I used to mess it up. And my daughter, she's really good at tasting. And she'll go, Mom, you need more vinegar to offset the sweet of the onion because you use a lot of onion. So if you're doing like a whole chicken, you'll do like 3 big onions.
Oh my goodness.
Like an onion ring.
Okay. It's going off now. Go ahead and take it out.
Yes, take it out. The dog heard it. It's okay, Cora. It's not here. It's not here, baby girl. Do they look brown?
Yes, they are.
Lightly brown?
Yes. I'll put them so you can see.
You guys help me.
Oh, you can't see. Hold on. Let me turn on the camera.
Yeah. It was like overexposed. I think those look good.
I think they look good too.
Yeah, I think they look good. Tahara, can you see it? I think those look good. Yes. Yeah. So you want to remove it and put it on the wire rack. Don't leave it on the tray. If you leave it on the tray, they're going to sweat and the bottoms are going to get too wet.
Okay. Got it. All right. So
The dog heard the alarm from the oven or the timer, and she thought it was here.
No, sorry, puppy. Okay.
Tahara, Belizeans don't really use any other meat. I don't think we use pork, but don't quote me on that one. But I've made other I've made other meat pies. Yeah, from steak and stuff. The British one. It was actually meat patties from. I made a British meat patty where on the top part is the meat inside the dough, and then you twist the dough on the bottom and you put jam in the bottom. It was so unique and different, though.
This smells so good. And I'm looking at the white chocolate.
Look at the crack. Look at the, oh my God. Look at the crack.
It looks so good. I'm so excited. Let me
I'm
show
so
you all.
proud of you.
Oh, thank you. You can see.
It doesn't take too long to cool down to where you can eat. Yeah, it
Okay.
was kind of like a shepherd pie killis, but it's they said that the coal miners used to eat it, and the crust you kind of plait it to where it's really thick on the edge because they would hold it with their filthy hands, eat the meat part, and then eat the jam part as a dessert and throw away the crust. I'm like, who the hell throws away crust? Not over here.
No, we don't waste anything. Oh.
Crust, that's the best part.
Oh my gosh, y'all. If y'all could smell these, they have like a
That
little
looks
bit.
so good. I am so proud.
I'm so excited. They have like a little bit of a cinnamony, like I don't know. You can share
Cinnamon
your.
is in there. Cinnamon is in there.
I could smell it. They have like a cinnamon, so you all can see. All right.
And
so,
I put everything that's on it because I know people have allergies, and I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure nobody gets sick because of my thing. So I put all kind of warning. I even put that it's made in a kitchen where nuts may have been present, but I never have nuts present when I make it. But we have nuts at other times, so I want to make sure, right?
Thank you, Emery. Oh my gosh, y'all said they came out perfect. All right, I'm
Right,
going to.
Killis? I hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Killis?
It is. Yes.
It's Nobody
Um,
throws away crust in here. That's the best part.
I know, exactly. I'm gonna pour some milk. We're gonna let these cool. I'm gonna plate them and take a picture, and then
Yes.
I'll call the boys down to do the taste test. And
All
then
right.
hello, BJ. Hello, everybody coming in. We're just letting them cool. So let's see what
Hi,
else.
Nate.
Everybody's saying yay. Ah, thank you, thank you,
Darn
thank
it,
you.
you're on Facebook too, Maggie. She all over the place.
Yeah. So I am streaming on Facebook, my personal page, and so my name is Margaret. Maggie is my childhood nickname, so I'm streaming on Margaret and I'm streaming on Maggie. We are streaming on
TikTok.
TikTok. Yes, we're streaming on Instagram. We're streaming on YouTube, and where else am I streaming? Oh, I didn't mean to put on that one, my other channel, but it's fine. I'll take it down. Okay, perfect. No, I just have 3 Facebooks, but one of them is like relationship content. But hey, food is love, so it's all love. All right, so let us. I like to do a picture before the boys come because once the boys come through, it's like greedy gongs. So I'm giving them just some milk. Wash these down
And your boys are teenagers, right?
Yes, 15 and almost 17. So they're going to devour these.
Oh, those are going to be gone.
Yes, like afternoon snacks. We're getting ready for back to school, but imagining they come home from school and we have, oh my gosh. So we put, for anyone who just came in, inside we have Ghirardelli white chocolate chips because this is Barbara's favorite. But you could lock up on me. You could do, I think you said dried fruit, raisins, cranberries, maybe even nuts.
Yeah. Originally, they're made plain or with raisins. Belizeans, I don't think Belizeans in Belize add anything else to it. Okay. And I think sometimes they think I'm blaspheming the thing but it's my viewers. My viewers came back and go, hey, because I have the video. People are buying the mix because it's easier, but I do have videos up on the page showing you how to make it. And I didn't take the videos down, so they'll make it and they say, I tried milk chocolate chips and it was good. I'm like, really? I don't think that works in there because we weren't brought up like that, right? And when I tried it because I have an open mind. I tried it and I love it. And so that's why I started to add other things.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, Carla.
Everybody's saying hello. Killis has dropped the link to the powder bun mix or the powder bun mix.
Thank you, Killis.
Yes, and I also have it linked in the description. So whether you're watching, yeah, I'm doing a little bit late. The boys just came from their dads, and y'all know I would love to eat all 4 of these, but I can't. So I'll probably take
because you're waiting for your birthday.
Yes, I will take a little crumb so you all can see the bottom. How
I
nice.
think I have the calories on the bag too, Maggie. Did I have the calories?
Let's see. I'll hurt myself, but let's see.
The calories. I have
So,
one for the dry mix and one when you bake it. 270. 270
so
is after you add the milk, the egg, and the butter.
so they're massive. I would
Mhm.
love to have one, but you all can see they're like literally the
They're
size of
like
my.
you see why when you press them down and they kind of spread out nice.
Yes, yes. All right. So do you think they are ready to be served at this
Yeah,
point? Okay. So
as
what
long
I'm
as
going
you can
to do,
chew them. And they're not
I'm
too hot.
going to plate
Oh,
them
look at that. Look at that.
like your picture. Let me show y'all what I'm doing. Take a picture before I call the gong gongs down.
But Maggie, what do you do like when you're doing live cooking and if a dish takes a long time? You just
Yeah,
stay on there?
I used to do like 2 hour live streams, but this year I'm cutting it down because I used to do like the entree, the sides, and everything. Now I just do one thing. I just try to find. That's
Hmm.
why I asked you about the cooking time. But I do like to
Hmm.
cook live because you know the not you, but you know how some cooking shows it's like they cut and it's perfect. I do a lot of like
It's a
recreate
lie.
of viral recipes.
It's a lie.
It's fake news.
I just
Um,
did a bread. I did a loaf of bread in the skillet, and they didn't tell me how much extra water to put. They didn't tell me how long to bake it, and I was like a fool trying to figure this thing out.
exactly,
Hmm.
exactly. So I'm gonna put the powder
Look
bun
at
here
that.
and then a little picture so you all can see this is what we have. And let me show you all our finished product. So
That's
these
so beautiful.
are powder buns. I know it's kind of bright, but hopefully you all can see how good they look. Let me get a
Uh-huh.
picture. Then I'm gonna plate for the boys. I'm gonna do one plain and I'm gonna do one with peanut butter, like
Hmm.
your favorite. So white chocolate chips and peanut butter. And then let
She's
them
following
take.
everything I said.
Yeah, I'm doing exactly. All right.
Linda, I saw Linda said August the 6th. It's coming up, Linda. Mine is the 14th. And I'm going to go to the beach. I wanted to have a party this year because I turned 58. And there's
Oh,
58 different type of blessings in the Bible. But
yes.
it's been so hot and Joe can't find the tents. And I can't have people in this backyard in the heat like that with no tents. And
Yeah,
I
you
don't feel
come
like the house is big enough
here.
to have everybody inside. I was like, you know what? I'm going to the beach
And
for my
that's part of the reason
birthday.
why I'm streaming. I know it's
I'll
late
cook.
on the East Coast, but Barbara's in
Hmm.
California. So let me see if I can get
Phyllis is
up.
the 11th. Yes, all these Leos in the house.
Oh, this looks amazing. Trying to get up close so people can see the. This will be on my. Oh, it's kind of hard to see. This will be on my page so you all can see. We made the powder buns and a little bit of milk for the kids, and then I'll do
Hmm.
a little video.
Rodney says they're not for the faint of heart. No, they're delicious. They're not overly sweet, I don't think. Some people make them sweeter. Like when I gave my cousin the recipe, she says, "I don't got time to fool with you with them powder bun that are not sweet. I make them sweet." I'm like, okay, you can die
Okay.
from that meat. It's not me.
I am going to break off just a little corner and taste it plain. Hopefully
Good.
nobody
So
will.
you can have the crumb on the top too.
And I got a
She took
little
it
white
off.
chocolate chip.
How lucky is she that she got a piece of white chocolate chip in there? That's how we feel.
It is
Somebody says
like
the dad to see.
a snickerdoodle meets a scone. So think of like
Okay.
snickerdoodle, like cinnamon sugar cookie,
Uh
but not
huh.
as sweet. So a little bit light and faint. That reminds you of tea cakes. Yeah, your
Uh
grandma used to
huh.
make. Yes, but you all can see it's. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Oh, all right. So
I'm
let's
gonna
play.
have to go make snickerdoodles again because I have that in one of my books. I'll make it and I'll see.
Yes.
So we could this because I'm always trying to describe it for people, you know?
Mhm. So it's like the flavor of like a light snickerdoodle
Mm-hmm.
with the texture of like a crumbly scone. So I'm going to put some
Oh.
peanut butter on
Uh-huh.
one for the boys and then call them down. Well, let's see what they think of the powder buns. Y'all know they will tell us if they like it. Do you do like just like this were bread and just like like a sandwich and
Put it on the bottom. Put it on the bottom because
this.
you want to preserve the crumb on the top. That crumbly feeling. Yeah, that's what I do. I spread it on the bottom.
Okay.
So when you bite into it, you still get that crumb.
All
Linda,
right.
you're gonna be 58 too? Yes, that's a good year to be born, 1966, girl.
So do you serve it? I guess you would serve it. Okay, so you bite it like
Uh-huh.
this.
Yeah.
Ah,
You have that nice crunchiness. Because I like the crunch.
okay.
Thank you, Tahara. See, Tahara is like one of my biggest support. Well, all my supporters in here got my back, but
Yes.
Tahara knows the Lord always uses Tahara when I'm like draining from energy and I want to give up. And Tahara will send me something so uplifting. I'm like, thank you, Tahara.
Mm.
Right, kill it a nice flat surface. And that's just me doing that because when I did my little weight loss program with Kaiser, because I used to be 270, and I
Oh my
went with
goodness.
Kaiser, that little thing, and they're like, slather some kind of protein on top of that thing if you're gonna eat it. Good.
All right. So it is
Good.
time. All right, everyone. So let's see, what can we learn? Hello, Marmar. Hello, Tasty. Hello, Mistro. Hello, Dangerous. So we have for the boys their afternoon or evening snack. I'm going to go grab them from their rooms. Let's see. What questions do you all have, or what else? Are there any? What can we learn about Belize? Are there any misconceptions or maybe things that people think? I think I'm surprised that it's an English speaking country. That's good to know. But what other fun facts about Belize? And I'm going to go get the gong gong.
Fun facts about Belize. Well, everything shuts down on Sundays. So if you're there, make sure you do all your shopping before Sunday. And in the evening time, you're not going to find dinner too much. The dinner is at noon. And so if you're visiting Belize and somebody's serving you around noon and they're giving you a big plate of food, take it and save the rest for later. Because later, all you're going to have is powder bun and coffee or soda biscuit and Vienna sausage or Johnny cake or flour tortilla. It's not going to be like dinner foods. And I think when we go back, we miss that part because sometimes I want to have like a dinner type meal in the evenings. And Belizeans are super friendly. I would say Belizeans are still super friendly. So if you go there and you're a foreigner, everybody's going to treat you well. Belize got the best dentists. People go from Canada and different parts of America to go get dental work done there because the dentists are good and they're cheap. It's not in New York City, Rodney, not in New York City. It's down in the heart of Central America. But when I used to go to school in Belize at high school, it's called St. Catherine's Academy. The sea is right there, the Caribbean Sea, and it just kind of lashes up against a wall there by the school. I don't know how I learned because I was always looking at the sea.
All right. So the boys are here. They are going to try. These are Belizean powder buns, and Miss
Powder
Barbara
buns.
walked me through making them. So,
Hi, boys.
all right, come on over and let's give these a
Hi.
try.
This peanut butter?
Yeah, I put peanut
Oh,
butter on
what
one.
a nice looking young man.
Thank you. With
Beautiful.
white chocolate chips. This one is regular, and this one is
All
upside
right.
down peanut butter.
Thanks.
Hi. How are you?
I'm alright.
All right. You can try the plain one.
Cross our fingers, guys. Cross our fingers.
You made that?
I made that. Yeah. It's This is Miss Barbara's mix.
She said, I made that.
Belizean powder bun mix. Powder bun
They're
mix.
beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I'm talking about the boys.
Thank you.
Are you the younger one? The one with the braids? Are you the younger one?
No.
No, you the older one?
Yes.
Wow.
Almost 17 next month and 15. All right. What do
So
you
he's
think?
August too.
Yes, I got
He's
an August.
What's the date?
The 8th.
The 8th? Okay. I'm the 14th.
Really?
And the baby boy is hiding.
Mhm.
The best time to visit Linda is between March and May.
So
from
Marcus,
March 1st to the ending of May.
what do you like about it?
It's like a soft cookie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a what?
It's like a soft cookie. I expected it different, but I like
Okay, that's good.
it more. Yeah, this is better than what I expected. Although
I love them. I'll take it.
although
Maggie,
you
you better take it. You better take it.
So Miss Barbara says that you can make these with raisins, with dried fruit. She likes white chocolate chips.
Mhm.
white chocolate.
And you can do milk chocolate chips.
You see, you're openly available to use the milk chocolate.
I bought 2 packs, so I made one her way, and then if you like it, I'll do another one. Can you try it with the peanut butter? And that's her like snack.
Oh, so they're putting their names in the chat. So one is Alex and one is Marcus.
Yes, this one is Marcus and this one is
Uh-huh.
Alex. Do you have any
Hi,
thoughts?
Alex.
Finish the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't peanut butter on it.
Okay, no problem.
I like chocolate.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus would prefer one. If I do this again, you would like me to do it with chocolate chips or dark chocolate chips?
Milk chocolate chips.
Milk chocolate chips.
That's
Okay.
good.
All
Yeah,
right.
I like this plain one. It's good.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Any thoughts, Alex?
I like how they're such great sports. My middle son did not like to be on camera at all when he lived here.
Yeah, I know it's late, and they are the guinea pigs because they burn through the calories, and especially
Yeah.
like this, Alex is dunking away and tearing it up, but he's
Uh-huh.
not saying anything, so that's, I guess, a good thing. Marcus is enjoying. Um,
I'm
you
so
can have,
glad they like it.
yeah, they do. I have learned that what is it? Silence is, I guess, approval, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like a cross between like a scone, which is almost like a biscuit, and a sugar cookie, a snickerdoodle cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, I have silence over here, but thank you, boys. I'm glad. Well, Alex is done. I don't know if you want to say anything about your experience. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use all them big words, but it's just a soft.
Good.
Good. Do you like it
Good.
plain or with peanut butter? I think you got a little peanut butter on the bridge of your nose. Okay. You want the tissue? Okay. Plain or peanut butter? Okay. White chocolate, dark chocolate, raisins.
Soft cookie.
Soft cookie. Good. Okay.
Mhm.
White
Chocolate.
You prefer chocolate? Okay. So I think when I do this again, I want to try a version with dried fruit. I did have some dried strawberries. Does anybody know where they went?
Chocolate with Reese's peanut butter.
Okay, now we're really talking dessert.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds.
Okay, well, Alex says good. Marcus prefers plain, but they are tearing it up, and I had so much fun making these. This one over here is still eating.
Marcus is still going. He's fit. He can eat them.
Marcus is a swimmer, and so he burns through everything.
Mhm.
So that's what I do. I just cook when they're going to be here and let them enjoy. But yeah, so I'll make another batch with the chocolate chips.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, well, this was so much fun, Miss Barbara. I learned a lot about Belize. I hope you all did too. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Marcus. I'm Alex.
Alex, can you come get this for me, please? Where are we? But yeah, so I made my first batch of powder buns. Now I know the texture that it's supposed to be. Now I know the moisture that it's supposed to be. We'll give it a try with some other mix-ins. Definitely both boys want milk chocolate chips, but they were warm. They were nice and crumbly. Marcus was not feeling the peanut butter on the back.
Mm-hmm.
I would eat this like my
Mm-hmm.
next breath. But Alex, do you want your brother's? He didn't eat it. So, but yeah, you all can see the texture. It came out
Mm-hmm.
really, really nice. And I think the presentation is great. I was like, could you drizzle some like Hershey syrup on there, or you could make it as decadent as you
Or
want.
even some of the like sugar and what do you like the powdered sugar, like a little glaze, a
Yes.
little glaze.
Ooh,
And how I store them, Maggie, I use the shrink wrap, this like the Saran wrap,
yeah.
and I just wrap them individually,
Okay.
and then I put them, in a bread box or a cake thing because I have trouble with ants, so I have to put everything in seal tight. But
Okay.
I always wrap them individually. That way, they're grabbable. And if the kids
Okay.
don't want to grab it, go. And like when we went to that YouTube thing, we had some in the car for the trip back home because it's like we're
Ooh.
gonna be hungry. We're not gonna stop anywhere, and
Yeah.
they don't always serve stuff that I can eat when I go to those YouTube things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I can't eat all this stuff with cheese, so I'm gonna eat my pork. Oh, that's another thing. My kids like it with Velveeta. And I'm not even gonna call Velveeta cheese because it's not real cheese. But they love Velveeta and they will cut a piece and put it on the bottom like we did with the peanut butter.
Oh
They
my
like
goodness.
the salt contrasted with the sweet. I almost forgot that.
Wow. And you know what? I was just thinking these are such a great canvas. Like even for they're big, you could decorate. I had a bad experience with decorating for Christmas cookies, but anyway, they're nice and
Mm-hmm.
big. You could absolutely like decorate these. Or someone said
Mm-hmm.
ice cream sandwich. Yes, the cookies are gone.
It'll
Silent.
hold up. It'll hold up.
Mike, they
She don't even
already
have to store them.
Yeah, they were hoping Alex would chime in. You know, these kids sometimes they want to know, Alex, what you think, but y'all know good. I think that's what we got. So this was so much fun. Oh,
It
Bray
was.
saying yes, don't let it trick you. Ooh, Linda wants to know when is the best time to visit Belize and is it expensive there?
The best time to visit is between the beginning of March and the ending of May. The very last week in May, because like in the middle of May, it usually rains and the mosquitoes take 2 weeks to hatch. So if you stay very close to the last days in May, you're gonna get bitten by those darn mosquitoes and sand flies.
Mm.
It's not well, America. It's two Belize dollars for every American dollar. So if you
Ooh,
take $500 with you, it becomes 1,000 Belizean dollars, and you can get by. Like if you know the locals and they can take you to the cheaper locations. Yeah, and because I was born, me and my husband were born there, as
mhm.
long as we say we're Belizeans that were born there, you get the discounts, right? When they say
Uh,
American, they start to gouge. I'm like, no.
yeah, that is
But
great.
you can have a nice vacation there, you know, 1,000, 1,500 American dollars if you're gonna go for a few days and
Hmm.
you want to buy try all the different foods and go to the Keys. The water taxi to the Keys is not too expensive, 20,
Uh,
$30. Go to the Keys, have fun out there for a day. You could go for a day and come back in the
yeah.
evening time because the
Hmm.
taxis run all day. The water taxis, right? So
Hmm.
and Maya Ruin again, that's just a day trip that you go do that. And they have tubing, I think, like inside of the caves. But I've never done that, so I don't know how to tell you about that part. They have Old Belize, which is about 5 miles outside of the city, and that
Hmm.
has a lot of things you can see, and you can, eat, drink, relax by the waterside, stuff like that. There, that one's
Sounds
nice.
amazing. So, last question for me: how big is Belize, like in size, compared to an American state, and what is the population?
Now, American state, I don't know. When we were small, they used to always tell us land-wise, we're twice the size of Jamaica. But
Okay.
population-wise, we're not. It's only like 400 and something thousand right now.
Oh my goodness, it's really small.
It's
Okay.
small, yeah. Yeah, it's
Wow.
small. When I was growing up, it was literally like 200,000. Maggie, we did Ancestry DNA, and I found out that I'm related to my husband.
Uh
They said
oh.
we're sixth to eighth cousin. We've never had nobody in common. And even after we've done the Ancestry DNA, I've had cousins on my dad's side, and my dad's nieces came up as related to him. So we think we're related through my dad's mom and through his dad's people.
Oh
Because
my
his
goodness.
mom's people they came out of Sri Lanka and stuff like that. And I don't have any Indian in me. I have
Uh,
native in me, but not Indian. But
that
that's
is
how small Belize is. Everybody related to
that is amazing. Yes, Molly Wood says she spent 3 weeks there in 2014 and loved it. North Star says you would like to have white chocolate with dried cherries. That sounds really good. The possibilities are endless, you all.
Mhm.
Again, you can go to bearpantryshow.com and get your
Mhm.
own powder bun mix. I
Pick up
made
your
the white
bits.
chocolate version per
Uh-huh.
direction of Miss Barbara, and even put peanut butter on the backside. Alex ate
Hmm.
both. Marcus just ate the plain one. He prefers the dark chocolate. It's going to be like a cross between a snickerdoodle and a scone. So nice
I'm
substance.
glad you tried it, so you gave me another description because I can tell people more, you know?
It's got a little spice to it. It's not just plain sugar cookie. It's
Mm-hmm.
got a little bit of that cinnamon nutmeg. There's a
Mm-hmm.
warmth to it. So yes, with your hot tea, with your coffee,
Mm-hmm.
you can use it as a base. Ice cream sandwiches, regular sandwiches. It's wonderful. So thank you everybody for watching tonight.
Yes.
Please check out Barbara on the Bear Pantry Show
Pancake
on
shop.
YouTube. She has over 100,000 followers, and I'm so grateful that she took the time to walk me through her recipe. We
Fun.
got it done. Even the kids were surprised. But anyway, I will see you all back tomorrow for another cooking stream. And Miss Barbara, do you have a schedule, or when can people find you?
I upload like on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I didn't upload any today because I know I was gonna be doing this. So
Yeah.
I'm down to like 3 days a week right now uploading. And I do like pop-up lives where we don't cook. We just kind of talk, laugh, relax, that type of stuff. So the
Yeah.
uploaded videos are cooking. But Maggie, when you come to California again, if you have a longer schedule, I would invite you to come here, even if we have to pick you up and we could be on camera together in the kitchen. Or if I ever I have a lot of viewers in Georgia that I want to meet so bad, but it's
Yes.
that drive. Oh, that
I
drive
know.
is long.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, I never drive from California, but yes, I'm taking a break from travel now because I'm trying to save the calories. But when I come back to California, I will definitely connect with you so we can do a live
Mhm.
collab. And if you ever come to Atlanta, I've got an Airbnb suite. You all, you and Joe are welcome here, and everybody wants to see.
Really?
Beautiful. Yeah,
That's
I'm
so
a cook
good.
too.
That's so good. We're gonna cook you some oxtails when you come.
With rice and peas. Oh,
Yes, yes. And Joe can throw it down. If you go look for that video at my page and see how Joe cooks the oxtail. Oh my God.
I want to cry right now. Okay, I'm holding on. I'm holding on. All right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and let you all have your evening. I know it's late on the East Coast, but thank you all so much, and thank you, Barbara, for this collab. Goodbye
Thank
to
you, Maggie.
Instagram. Thank you so much to TikTok. I appreciate you all sharing so much, and all of the wonderful. What kind of juice? I'm not really a juice drinker. That's a lot of sugar. I'm trying to cut back. Let's see how
Uh-huh.
I get it. There
We
we go.
wouldn't do it with a juice, more like a milk product or a
Mhm.
coffee or tea product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Bearpantryshow.com. The link is in the description. Thanks,
Good night,
everyone.
guys. Bye, Maggie.